Many gentlemen in their 60s and beyond quietly grapple with poor circulation, diminished stamina, and those awkward silences when desire meets disappointment. But the truth is, your body isn't necessarily broken. The real issue isn't just about age. It's about what your body is lacking. Today, I'm going to reveal the top 3 essential fruits that can reignite blood flow, recharge your energy, and help you feel strong, confident, and reconnected. These aren't some rare or expensive superfoods. They're easy to find, easy to eat, and have helped thousands of my patients transform their health naturally. For over 2 decades, I've been helping men reclaim their circulation, stamina, and sexual confidence without resorting to risky quick fixes or temporary solutions. What I'm sharing today is different. These fruits work from the inside out, supporting blood flow, heart health, sleep, and even your mobility. If you're ready to feel more alive, more capable, and more in control, hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss out on practical, senior-friendly advice like this. And if you find today's information helpful, just type yes in the comments section. If not, type no. Either way, I want to hear from you. Now, let's dive into the first fruit. You might be surprised at the impact it has on your circulation and intimacy. Let's start with a fruit you've probably enjoyed on a hot summer day, never realizing what it was doing for your blood flow and intimacy. Watermelon. This everyday fruit isn't just sweet and refreshing, it's packed with a powerful amino acid called L-citrulline, which your body uses to widen blood vessels and improve circulation. In fact, researchers often call watermelon nature's little blue pill because it closely mimics the effects of drugs like Viagra without the side effects. Martin didn't want to depend on expensive prescriptions. He wanted something natural, something he could trust. When he came to see me, we dug deeper. The real problem wasn't his age, it was that his blood vessels were stiff, narrow, and struggling to do their job. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses. When they're flexible and wide open, everything flows smoothly. But over time, they tighten and lose that flexibility, impacting your energy, memory, mood, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom. That's where watermelon comes in. Watermelon contains about 2.3 grams of L-citrulline per liter. Once inside your body, L-citrulline converts to L-arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide, a compound your body uses to relax and widen blood vessels. The result is improved circulation, better oxygen delivery, and stronger, longer-lasting energy. In fact, studies show that consistent L-citrulline intake can increase intimacy frequency by up to 68% in men with performance issues. And for generations, men in parts of Africa have used watermelon as a natural virility food. They knew what modern science now confirms, how to use watermelon. Here's what I tell my patients. Start with 1 to 2 cups per day, ideally in the morning when your blood flow is naturally sluggish. For even more potent results, try yellow watermelon. It packs 4 times the L-citrulline compared to the red variety. Prefer juice? That works too. Fresh watermelon juice delivers the same benefits in a more concentrated form. Just skip the store-bought versions loaded with added sugar. Is it safe for most men? Absolutely. Watermelon is 92% water, so it's naturally hydrating and gentle on the stomach. But if you have diabetes, monitor your portions because of the natural sugar content. And if you're managing kidney issues or taking blood pressure medication, have a quick chat with your doctor before making any major changes. Back to Martin, he stuck with his daily watermelon. Nothing fancy, just consistency. By week 3, his energy was steady, from morning to night. By week 6, he told me he felt like himself again. His confidence was back. His relationship with his wife had improved and his blood pressure had stabilized. Here's the kicker. He didn't change his diet or his activity level, but he dropped 8 grams just from better hydration, improved circulation and fewer cravings thanks to the stable energy the watermelon gave him. Today, he calls it his daily vitality shot, and I agree. But the impact of watermelon isn't limited to intimacy. It's a powerhouse for your entire cardiovascular system. The lycopene in watermelon, yes, even more than in tomatoes, protects your heart, supports circulation, and helps fight inflammation that damages blood vessels. It boosts your exercise recovery, enhances blood flow to your muscles and brain, and plays a direct role in lowering your risk of heart disease and certain cancers. So, watermelon lays the foundation. It helps your blood vessels open up, your system circulate, and your energy surge. Now, let's move on to the next level. Flavonoid-rich fruits that boost sensitivity, enhance performance, and improve vascular responsiveness. The second fruit is deeply colored, rich in antioxidants. And you've probably walked past it hundreds of times without realizing what it could do for your blood flow and intimacy. Berries. If watermelon is the plumber helping blood flow, berries are the electrician tuning the signals. So your blood vessels not only open up, but also know when and how to respond effectively. This is where a lot of men miss the mark. They focus on increasing blood flow, but ignore how responsive their blood vessels are to that flow. That's where berries come in. Berries, especially blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, contain anthocyanins, a special type of flavonoid that directly improves how your blood vessels function. These compounds don't just sit in your body. They get to work right away, repairing the inner lining of your blood vessels, reducing inflammation, and helping those blood vessels expand and contract with better rhythm and timing. That's crucial because poor responsiveness, not just poor flow, can lead to everything from cold hands and feet to poor stamina and weaker intimacy. Here's the standout part. In one study of over 25,000 men, those who ate berries just 3 to 4 times per week saw a 10% reduction in their risk of erectile dysfunction. And when combined with gentle exercise, that number jumped to 21%. Let me introduce you to Samuel. He's 63, an accountant, and had been struggling for years. His prescription medication gave him side effects, headaches, dizziness, and inconsistent results. He felt stuck, tired of depending on pills that didn't address the root cause. He made one small change, a daily smoothie with a cup of mixed berries. Within 4 weeks, his blood pressure started to stabilize. He told me he felt sharper, his memory was clearer, and his energy lasted throughout the day. His intimacy improved naturally, and at his next cardiology appointment, his doctor cut his medication dosage in half. That's the power of consistent, nutrient-rich, vascular support. If you're ready to try berries for yourself, start with just a cup of mixed berries each day. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries all work. You can enjoy them fresh, frozen, or even dried if you need a longer shelf life. Blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, or eat them straight as a snack. Not only are they delicious, but they're packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, making them one of the safest and most effective fruits you can add to your daily routine. However, if you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor. Berries can amplify the effects of those medications. And if you have diabetes, keep an eye on your blood sugar. While berries are low on the glycemic index, they still contain natural sugars. Here's something to think about. Pharmaceutical companies invest billions of dollars to develop synthetic drugs to manage blood flow and intimacy issues. Yet, right in front of us, nature has provided solutions that not only manage symptoms, but also repair the root causes at the cellular level. Berries don't force an outcome. They help your blood vessels respond better, stay healthier, and function longer. That's the kind of profound, long-term benefit most pills can't provide, and when you combine berries with watermelon, the effects are amplified. Watermelon brings the L-citrulline, boosting your body's nitric oxide production capabilities. Berries bring the anthocyanins, protecting that nitric oxide and training your blood vessels to respond more effectively. This combination improves blood flow, enhances energy, sharpens your thinking, and supports intimacy, not just in the moment, but over time. Your entire vascular system becomes more efficient, more balanced, and better equipped to support daily performance. So far, you have the foundation with watermelon and the responsiveness with berries. Now, let's move on to the third fruit, the one that supports hormonal balance, antioxidant defenses, and long-term male vitality. It's rich in vitamin C, easy to find, and plays a bigger role in performance than most men realize. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits quietly play one of the most important roles in your body's daily rhythms. They don't just support health, they maintain it, protect it, and keep the progress going when other fruits have done their job. Vitamin C is often dismissed as nothing more than a cold remedy. But in reality, citrus fruits work behind the scenes like your body's 24-hour maintenance crew. They protect your arteries, reduce internal wear and tear, and keep your circulation upgrades from watermelon and berries stable and reliable. If you're only relying on watermelon and berries, it's like fueling a high-performance car without ever checking the oil or the cooling system. You might increase blood flow, but without ongoing protection, that increased flow can backfire. That's because improved circulation can also increase oxidative stress, a form of damage your cells accumulate when they aren't well protected. That's where citrus comes in. It slows down the oxidative stress cascade, one of the most overlooked threats to men's health. Citrus doesn't just support blood flow, it protects your body from the damage that often follows increased circulation. First, vitamin C helps preserve nitric oxide, your body's natural blood vessel relaxer, by preventing its breakdown. Without enough vitamin C, you're losing those blood flow benefits. Then there's hesperetin, a natural plant compound found in oranges and grapefruit. It increases microcirculation performance and helps lower blood pressure by supporting the smaller, more fragile blood vessels that many men struggle with quietly. Then there are bioflavonoids. These compounds increase vitamin C absorption by up to 35% and carry their own circulation-boosting properties. Unlike synthetic supplements, these nutrients work together, not in isolation. In one study, just 2 weeks of drinking orange juice significantly improved flow-mediated dilation, a key measure of artery function. The participants saw their blood vessel responsiveness increase from 8.15% to 10.16%, a real, measurable improvement. The results aren't just numbers on paper, they show in real life. Take Richard, 66, a retired teacher. He had added watermelon and berries to his routine. He noticed better stamina in the morning, but by late afternoon, his energy would crash. His lab tests showed elevated inflammation and mildly elevated blood pressure. We introduced citrus into his day, orange juice with breakfast, half a grapefruit in the evening. Within weeks, his energy became more stable. His inflammation markers dropped back into normal ranges, and his blood pressure returned to levels he hadn't seen in 2 decades. Start your day with a medium-sized orange or a small glass of fresh orange juice. In the evening, try half a grapefruit before dinner. These small choices give your body what it needs to protect, repair, and circulate blood more efficiently, especially to the areas that matter most for your vitality and intimacy. While citrus is safe for most people, grapefruit deserves a second look. It can interfere with how your liver breaks down medication, especially those for blood pressure, cholesterol, and anxiety. If you're on regular medication, especially statins or heart meds, check with your doctor first. Also, if you have diabetes, citrus has a low glycemic load, but the natural sugars still count, so factor that into your daily plan. Fresh is key. Skip the processed juices loaded with preservatives. A whole orange gives you more than just vitamin C. It delivers the fiber, hesperidin, and bioflavonoids that processed juice often strips away. That whole food synergy can't be replicated in a lot of men in their 60s and older are silently struggling with issues like poor blood circulation, reduced physical fitness, and those awkward moments when desire arises but is met with disappointment. But the truth is, your body isn't necessarily past its prime. The core issue isn't simply age, it's that your body is lacking essential nutrients. Today, I'm going to reveal 3 incredibly important fruits that have the ability to reignite the flow of your blood vessels, regenerate a bountiful source of energy, and help you feel full of strength, confidence, and more connected to life. And the wonderful thing is, they aren't some luxurious or rare superfoods at all. They are easy to find, easy to eat, and have helped thousands of my patients naturally transform on their health. I'm Dr. Rochelle, a specialist in men's health. For over 2 decades, I've helped many gentlemen restore a healthy circulatory system, increase endurance, and regain confidence in their sex lives without having to resort to risky quick fixes or temporary measures. What I share today is completely different. These fruits act from deep within the body, supporting blood circulation, enhancing cardiovascular health, improving sleep, and even your mobility. If you're ready to feel more alive, stronger, and completely in control of your life, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss practical and easy-to-apply advice for seniors like this. And if you find the information I share today helpful, type yes in the comments section below. If not, type no. In any case, I want to hear your opinion. Now, let's explore the first fruit together. You'll be surprised because it has a tremendous impact on your circulatory system and your sex life. Let's start with a fruit that you may have enjoyed during hot summer days without realizing the great benefits it brings to your circulatory system and your intimacy. It's watermelon. This familiar fruit is not only sweet and refreshing, it also contains an extremely powerful amino acid called L-citrulline, which the body uses to dilate blood vessels and improve blood circulation. In fact, researchers even compare watermelon to a natural Viagra pill because It has a similar effect to drugs that treat erectile dysfunction, but does not cause side effects. Martin didn't want to depend on expensive prescriptions. He wanted to find a natural solution, something he could completely trust. When he came to me, we worked together to delve deeper into his problem. It turned out that the real cause was not age, but that his blood vessels had become sclerotic, narrowed, and no longer able to function as effectively as before. Imagine your blood vessels as garden hoses. When they are soft and spacious, water will flow easily. But over time, they will shrink and lose their elasticity, affecting your energy, memory, mood, and even your ability ending in bed. And that's when watermelon comes into play. Each liter of watermelon juice contains approximately 2.3 grams of L-citrulline. Once inside the body, L-citrulline will be converted into L-arginine, which then stimulates watermelons, so known to boost the production of nitric oxide, a compound known for its ability to dilate and relax blood vessels. This leads to improved blood circulation, more efficient oxygen delivery to cells, and a heightened sense of energy and stamina. Studies have actually demonstrated that regular L-citrulline supplementation can increase sexual activity frequency by as much as 68% in men experiencing performance issues. For generations, men in certain regions of Africa have used watermelon as a natural energizer, recognizing its amazing benefits long before modern science validated them. This is advice I frequently give my patients. Start with 1 to 2 cups of watermelon daily, ideally in the morning when blood flow tends to be slower. For even better results, try yellow watermelon, which contains 4 times the L-citrulline content of regular red watermelon. Prefer juice? That works too. Fresh watermelon juice delivers similar benefits, but in a more concentrated form. Just be wary of store-bought juices, as they are often loaded with sugar. Is watermelon safe for most men? Absolutely. It's 92% water, making it incredibly hydrating and gentle on the stomach. However, if you have diabetes, be mindful of your portions due to its natural sugar content. And if you're dealing with kidney issues or taking blood pressure medication, consult your doctor before making significant dietary changes. Returning to Martin's story, he diligently consumed watermelon every day. Nothing fancy, just consistency. By the 3rd week, he noticed a steady stream of energy from morning till night. By week 6, he told me he felt like he was back to himself. His confidence had returned. His relationship with his wife improved, and his blood pressure stabilized. And here's a surprise. He didn't change his diet or exercise routine. Yet, he shed nearly 9 pounds, simply from better hydration, improved circulation, and the elimination of snack cravings, all thanks to the steady energy provided by watermelon. He now calls watermelon his daily vitality boost, and I couldn't agree more. But the benefits of watermelon extend far beyond sexual health. It's a superfood for your entire cardiovascular system. Lycopene, abundant in watermelon, even more so than in tomatoes, offers heart protection, supports healthy blood flow, and combats inflammation, a major contributor to blood vessel damage. It also aids in faster workout recovery, boosts blood flow to muscles and the brain, and plays a significant role in reducing the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. So, watermelon provides a solid foundation for a healthy circulatory system. It helps your blood vessels expand, encourages smooth blood flow, and leaves you feeling invigorated. Now, let's elevate things a bit and consider flavonoid-rich fruits, which enhance blood vessel responsiveness, improve performance, and make the vascular system more efficient. The second type of fruit I want to talk about is packed with color and antioxidants, and you've likely passed by it hundreds of times without fully grasping its incredible benefits for your circulatory system and sexual health. I'm talking about berries. If watermelon is the plumber clearing the pipes, berries are the electricians fine-tuning the signals. They ensure your blood vessels not only dilate, but also know when and how to react effectively. This is where many people go wrong, focusing solely on increasing blood amount flow without improving how blood vessels respond to it. And that's where berries shine. Berries, particularly blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, contain anthocyanins, special flavonoids that directly improve blood vessel function. These compounds don't just sit idly in your system, they get to work immediately repairing the inner lining of blood vessels, reducing inflammation, and ensuring they contract and expand smoothly and efficiently. This is essential because poor blood vessel responsiveness, not just poor blood flow, can lead to various issues, from cold extremities to diminished stamina and sexual performance. And here's a cool fact. In a study of over 25,000 men, those who consumed berries 3 to 4 times a week saw a 10% reduction in their risk of erectile dysfunction. When combined with light exercise, that number jumped to 21%. Let me tell you about Samuel. At 63, this accountant had struggled with the issue for years. Prescription medications caused unpleasant side effects like headaches and dizziness without delivering the desired results. He felt stuck, tired of relying on pills that didn't address the root cause. Then he made a small change, drinking a smoothie with a cup of mixed berries daily. Within just 4 weeks, his blood pressure began to normalize. He told me he felt mentally sharper, had better recall, and experienced more sustained energy throughout the day. His sex life improved naturally, and at his last cardiac checkup, his doctor decided to cut his medication dosage in half. That's the power of consistent, sustained nutritional support for the vascular system. If you're ready to experience the benefits of berries for yourself, start with a cup of mixed berries each day. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries are all excellent choices. You can eat them fresh, frozen, or even dried if you need to extend their shelf life. Blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, or just enjoy them as a snack. They're not only delicious, but also packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, making them one of the safest and most effective fruits you can add to your daily diet. However, if you're on blood-thinning medication, consult your doctor first, as berries can enhance their effects. And if you have diabetes, monitor your blood sugar levels, as berries still contain natural sugars, though they have a low glycemic index. Here's something to consider. Pharmaceutical companies invest billions in developing synthetic drugs to address circulation and sexual health issues. Yet right in front of us, nature provides solutions that not only manage symptoms, but can also heal the underlying causes at the cellular level. Berries don't force your body to achieve a specific outcome. They simply help your blood vessels become more responsive, healthier, and function more effectively over the long term. These are profound, lasting benefits that most pills can't provide. And when you combine berries with watermelon, the effects are amplified. Watermelon provides L-citrulline, which helps your body produce more nitric oxide. Berries provide anthocyanins, which protect nitric oxide and train blood vessels to respond more efficiently. This combination improves blood flow, enhances energy, sharpens thinking, and supports sexual health. It's not just about instant gratification. It's about long-term change. Your entire circulatory system becomes more efficient, more balanced, and better equipped to support your daily activities. By now, you have a solid foundation with watermelon and responsive flexibility with berries. Now, let's explore a third type of fruit that supports hormone balance, protects against free radicals, and sustains long-term male health. This readily available vitamin C-rich fruit plays a more significant role in maintaining performance than most men realize. I'm talking about citrus fruits. Citrus fruits quietly play one of the most essential roles in maintaining your body's daily rhythm. They don't just support health, they maintain and protect it, and ensure that the improvements made by other fruits continue. Vitamin C is often overlooked and associated only with treating the common cold. However, citrus fruits work behind the scenes as your body's 24/7 maintenance crew. They protect arteries, reduce internal wear and tear, and help maintain the circulatory improvements you've achieved through watermelon and berries with stability and resilience. Relying solely on watermelon and berries is like fueling a race car without ever checking the oil or coolant. You might increase blood flow, but without ongoing protection, that increased flow could cause adverse effects. That's because improving circulation can also increase oxidative stress, a type of damage that your cells endure when they're not adequately protected, and that's where citrus fruits come into play. They slow down oxidative stress, one of the most underestimated threats to men's health. Citrus fruits don't just support blood flow, they safeguard your body from potential damage after circulation is improved. First, vitamin C helps protect nitric oxide, your body's natural blood vessel dilator, by preventing its breakdown. Without enough vitamin C, you'll lose the benefits you've gained from improving blood flow. Then there's hesperetin, a natural plant compound found in oranges and grapefruit. It helps improve the performance of microcirculation and helps lower blood pressure by supporting smaller and more vulnerable blood vessels, an issue many men silently struggle with. Then there are bioflavonoids. These compounds boost vitamin C absorption by up to 35%, and they themselves possess properties that enhance blood flow. Unlike synthetic supplements, these nutrients work synergistically, not in isolation. In one study, simply drinking orange juice for 2 weeks significantly improved vasodilation, a crucial indicator of arterial function. The study participants saw their blood vessel reactivity increase from 8.15% to 10.16%. That's a significant and measurable improvement. These results aren't just numbers on paper, they translate clearly into real life. Take Richard, for example. This 66-year-old retired teacher had incorporated watermelon and berries into his daily diet. He noticed improved stamina in the mornings, but his energy would crash by late afternoon. Lab tests showed elevated inflammation and slightly elevated blood pressure. We introduced citrus fruits to his daily routine: a glass of orange juice with breakfast and half a grapefruit in the evening. Within weeks, he reported more sustained energy. His inflammatory markers normalized, and his blood pressure returned to levels he hadn't seen in 2 decades. Start your day with a medium-sized orange.